First off, you need to ensure your nails are clean. If you are growing them out, use a nail brush to clean underneath and then file off any rough parts or splits. I keep my nails short, so I'm just cutting off any uneven parts here. When you're happy with the state of your natural nails, you can now go ahead and work on the cuticles using a cuticle pusher. Gently push back your cuticles on each nail. Don't use too much force, as cuticles are quite sensitive and can easily be injured. The aim here is to make your cuticles even so they can align nicely with your press-on nails. Next, you have to remove the whitish dead skin cells that are usually just above your cuticles. Using a cuticle fork, scrape off all the dead nail cells as well as any hangnails on the sides of your nails. Take your time here, as how you do this will make or break your manicure. Any visible bumps will interfere with how the press-on nail is going to attach to your natural nails, so don't rush it. Some of the dead skin will be too embedded into your cuticle, so you need a cuticle cutter to cut off this, as well as some hangnails on the sides of your nail that didn't scrape off with the cuticle fork. Be gentle here and don't yank off anything out of your cuticle. Just gently cut anything that you don't want or that you feel shouldn't be there. Just gently cut it off with the cuticle cutter. It's a sharp tool, so be careful not to hurt yourself and cause permanent damage onto your nail, because you don't want that, because you might have infections under there. So just do it gently. Depending on the state of your nails, you might need to cut off a little bit of the dry dead skin strip on the edges of your cuticles. Now you need to file the surface of your nails. Depending on how you're keeping your nails, if you're growing them, use the file side of a buffer because it's much gentler but is effective. I'm keeping my nails short, so I'm gonna use a fine grained file. Make sure it's not coarse, otherwise you're gonna damage your nails. I'm gonna file off the surface of my nails to create a rough surface, as this helps the glue to stick on much better. Inspect and fill out your nail surface, and if you feel there are any bumps or you can see any things standing out, just scrape them off with your fingertips, especially along the edges of the nail, so that our nails can bond nicely. Now we get to the fun part. You need to select which nails you're using. I keep a selection of my basic colors that I love. I buy these in bulk as it is cheaper, and I just keep them because I can use them several times. But for this tutorial, I'm gonna use this gorgeous set of ombre nails. This set has like 24 or 20 pieces, and it comes with this glue stickers, but we are not using this for this tutorial as these are quite temporary. These are for when you just need to put on nails and take them off for a function maybe. Now we're going to be matching the sticker nails to our nail. You need to find your perfect size. In every set there is a nail size for each of your nails. So what you need to do, they are tiny numbers at the tip of each nail. You can see it here, but it's there on the tip, it's embossed on the tip. So you match it to your nail, make sure it's a perfect fit. If they, in the unlikely event that you don't have a size for any of your fingers, you can find a slightly bigger nail and file it down to your size. Don't use a smaller nail because the tension of the curve of the nail against your nail is going to hurt. You'll feel it and it will pop off within a few days. So for them to last longer, make sure they're perfect fit. Take your time, yeah? After matching one hand, you can use the numbers to match your other hand. For example, if your thumb is a number 2, you just look for another number 2. You put for the other side for the other side. So arrange your nails neatly so it's faster to reach them as you place them. Next, you're gonna need to dehydrate your nail. You can use acetone, rubbing alcohol, or methylated spirits. They will all work just fine. So the purpose of dehydrating your nail is to remove any dirt, any excess oils and moisture from your nail surface so that your glue attaches nicely and you don't want any of those things under your nail because they'll start to decay or maybe cause infection under your nails. So just make sure your nails are nice and clean. Now you're going to need your brush on glue. Make sure it's nail brush on glue, guys. We don't want any stories. So using your brush on glue, we're gonna now start applying our nails. So take the glue, apply a thin layer on your nail surface, just like you would nail polish. Don't put too much, don't put too little. And then apply also a layer of the glue on the inside of your nail. If your nails are longer, you're gonna need to go a bit up the nail. To perfectly apply your nail, you start at the base of the nail, push the nail into your cuticle. When you're happy that it's nicely aligned along your cuticle, you gently press it down all the way up, and then apply pressure and hold for a few seconds. 10 seconds should be enough. Press it down. That's why they're called press on nails. You need to really press so there are no air bubbles under. So that's it. You repeat that for all of your nails. Apply glue on your nail. And then apply glue on the inside of your press-on nail. Align along your cuticle. Press down and hold. Easy. So I'm done with one hand. If this is your kind of look, you can leave it here. No judgment, guys. If you want your nails long and pointy, that's fine. You leave them like that. But I wouldn't be able to do anything with this. So I'm trimming them down with the nail cutter, an artificial nail cutter. If you know or have an idea of the length you want, just go slightly above to leave room for any errors. You can always file down the nail to the size you want. And like if you cut it too short, that's it. You can't make it longer. Now you can shape your nails to the shape you want. If you're completely new to nails and you don't know about nail shapes, I'll put a poster at the end of the video just to indicate the common nail shapes. I'm shaping mine into a coffin. And when you're filing, make sure your next nail is out of the way because you don't want to scratch the surface of your next nail. So make sure your other nails are well out of the way while you're working on one. And also start from the first one you applied. So I applied thumb to pinky. So I'm also filing thumb to pinky to give the other nails enough time to cure, to bond nicely to my natural nail before I put the filing pressure on them. See, I scratched my next nail when I was doing the thumb, but that's fine. That's why I said it's important to cut your nails a bit longer than you want them to give room for errors. So I'm just gonna file that little chip down until it's gone. Here I'm using a medium grained nail file. It's not as fine as the one I used to prepare the surface, but it's also not very coarse because you also don't want to damage your press-on nails. So a medium grained nail file will be perfect here. This one didn't cut off nicely, so I'm just gonna perfect that. Just chop off the tiny piece that didn't come off when I was using the artificial nail cutter. Continue filing until you're happy with the shape of your nails. Also, I'm filing this hand first before I apply nails to the other hand, because those ones were too long for me to work on my right hand. Now use a brush to clean any debris, filing debris inside your nails. Just brush that off. And use a cuticle fork to remove any parts that didn't come off with the brush. I'm done with my left hand. I love how these came out. I think they're pretty. Now we repeat the same process on the other hand. Brush on the glue. Brush on the glue onto the inside of your press-on nail. Align with your cuticle line. Press down and hold. A quick tip here, if you press your nail and it's squeaky, it means it's too small or there is air under it, you didn't attach it properly, you might need to redo it. Gauge with your already done hand for size before you cut off the tips of your other hand. Make sure you go slightly above to leave room for error. Like I said before, you can always file them down to the size you want. Again, gauge for size before filing so you don't overfile your other nail. Your nails don't necessarily have to be twins, like a perfect match, but they should be similar. When you're happy with the shape of your nails, brush up the debris. And that's really it, guys. Gorgeous DIY press-on nails from the comfort of your own home. And you also got to save a bit of money. Isn't that nice? Now, don't be tempted to forget this last crucial part. We need to take care of the skin around our nails because we have tortured it so much with all the filing, the scraping, the cutting. So you need cuticle oil. Just brush on a little bit along your cuticle line for each of your nails. Don't put too much and try to avoid the nail area because your nails are still curing. And one important thing to note, after you're done doing your nails, do not immerse them in water for about an hour so the glue really sticks. That way you get longer wear out of your nails. This can go for 2 to 3 weeks depending on how much work you do. If you wash the dishes without gloves like me, I do like 2 weeks tops. And also after 2 weeks my nails would have moved. So I do 2 weeks mostly. So massage the cuticle oil around your cuticles so they remain healthy. If you don't, they're gonna start tearing off. You don't want that. That will mess up your manicure. Bye guys, next time.